Welcome everyone to Design University. Today I have a very exciting video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Final Cut Pro X for the very first time. If you just bought Final Cut Pro X or if you never used it before, this is a perfect tutorial for you. Today I'll be showing you guys the basics of how to start a project, how to begin editing, and all the basics you need to know. So let's not waste any more time, let's begin. 3, 2, 1, let's edit. Welcome everyone. If you're new here, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can keep learning about After Effects, Final Cut, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and everything else. So, let's begin. When you first open up Final Cut Pro, you will see this screen. To start a new project, all you have to do is go to File, New, Library. What you're basically doing is creating a new album that could store a bunch of video projects in it. All you want to do is name it whatever your video is called. Let's just say it's about tutorial. Let's just call it tutorial. And after that, just hit save. The next thing you're going to want to do is click new project here on the bottom. What this is basically doing is creating a small project inside of your library. Let's just say you go on a safari trip and you want to make a ton of different YouTube videos about it. Let's just say one's called the Safari Tour, another one's about you eating out somewhere. You can make a bunch of different videos inside of that library. So let's just call this one Photoshop. So let's just say you're making a Photoshop tutorial. You don't have to change anything here and just click OK. So now once you do that, you can see that you started up your timeline down here. Oh, and let's just say you want a vertical video for a short. Just go up to your projects panel right here. Click on it, go to modify, video, vertical is for shorts or reels, whatever you want to call it. But for now, we're just going to be doing 1080. There's two ways to import your clips now. The first way is to go right here to File, Import Media. But I find it a lot easier to just go to your Finder and just drag in your clip. So let me first introduce you guys to each of the panels. Right here you can see the main interface. On the left is going to be all of your libraries and projects. On this panel right here will be all of your projects. Right here in the middle is obviously going to be what you're editing. This is just going to be your main view. Right here on the right you can see all the properties panel. So right here we have a scale. So let's just say we want to make this bigger. Crop, distort, and if you want to lower down the opacity and the screen mode, everything's here. On the next panel is a color grading. So let's just say you want to bring up the exposure. If you're an audio person, there's an audio tab right here. Next you have these buttons down here. You don't have to really worry about any of these three right here. This one is the one that's important. This is called the snapping tool. So right here you can see that it's off. If I try to go to a specific part and cut it, you can see that it's a little hard to go to that part. But now if you click N, it will snap a lot easier to everything. I definitely recommend having this on 90% of the time. Right here you have your effects panel. You just have a bunch of effects here to choose from. Some of them are built into Final Cut and some you have to download. Right here we have the transitions panel. You can see that we have a bunch of transitions right here, and the same goes, you can download them also. So that basically does it for the main interface. Now to make a cut, simply click B. So to start off, go to the beginning of your clip and make a cut by simply clicking on the timeline. And now delete the rest of this that you don't need. Now just simply go through and cut everything out that you don't need. I really recommend cutting out a lot of the dead spaces like right here where you don't say anything at all. So let's just say you want to zoom into something as well. All you have to do is click on that layer and zoom in. If you want to change the position, the same goes for that as well. And there's also stabilization. If you're running, this could stabilize it a little bit or anything like that, but we don't really need that for now. That's basically all you need to know so far for editing day one or when you first begin. Let me just show you a few quick tools. If you click this button right here, you can see a lot of speed options such as reverse, slow down, speed up, stuff like that. And right here on these tools you'll be spending a lot of time on because these are the transform tools. Finally, when you're ready to export your edit, click this button up here. What I like to do is go to export file default. Next, what I like to do, instead of just naming it what the video was called in the beginning, I like to put in all caps done, just reminding myself that this is a finished product. Finally, if we click next, you can see we can save it to wherever we want, and if you hit save, it will show your progress right here. Now let's just say you're done with this project, you're uploading it to YouTube, you don't need it anymore, just right click on it, close library. Now you're ready to start a brand new video. So that will do it for today's Final Cut Pro X for complete beginners tutorial. If you learned something today, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can keep learning and growing with the channel and become a better editor. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.